What's good, gang? Today I'm going to be diving into Orchid, the new chord synth by Telepathic Audio. If you hear some weird noise in the background, that's my neighbors doing construction, so just ignore that. There are only about 4,000 of these in circulation right now, probably 3,000, I'm not sure right now, but that's besides the point. There's not many of these in the market right now, and so I'm really grateful to have got my hands on one. I've been messing around with it, especially alongside the Ableton Move, which actually turned out to be an incredible combo, but we'll touch on that later. At this point, I just got this, so this isn't a review. This is more of like just some first impressions. A basic rundown of what this is. It's a chord synth. It has sounds, it has different types of arps, harps, patterns, arpeggios, strums, you name it. It's got a bunch of effects too, chorus, tremolo, reverb. It also allows you to play in key. You can play it like a small MIDI keyboard synth, or you can lock in the chords, so you're always in that chord. So say like, I don't know, someone sends you a project and you need to play it in the key of D minor, you can set that. It has a BPM clock, it has a loop function, it has bass, it has a different type of transposition. And you can do it with the bass too. To be honest, I like the sounds that are on this, and I'm definitely going to be using them in some of my beats coming up, and I'll be using it mainly with Ableton or the Move or all three together. The main objective of this is to play and explore chords as quickly as possible, I guess, and just getting started on an idea. So this kind of helps you get there, and then you have this cool section here that will change your keys from a minor to a major to a sus to a diminished, and then you have the minor sevens and major sevens, F minor, F sharp minor ninth, D sharp diminished sixth. Like it's got it all really, and you can really expand on what you're playing and how you're playing it, and I think that's a really cool idea, which is why I have one here in front of me. Now, I do want to say that this is still technically in pre-release stage, right? So I saw some people, it's funny, I saw some people saying, I waited till the second drop to buy this because I don't want to be a guinea pig. And it's like, bro, there's still hella bugs in this. Like, and I'll get to that in another video where I talk about the 5 things I like and the 5 things that I don't like about the Orchid. I have been playing this around the house. I've been just coming up with ideas and stuff, and what I will say is that I lose time playing with this thing. Yeah, like anything, any of you guys that make beats out there know that when you're making the beat and you look up, the time is gone. But what I'm trying to say is that with this thing, I find myself coming up with a bunch of ideas and having to spend time recording them all down, and the next thing I know, the day is gone, which is why it took me 2 days to make this video in the first place. I've had numerous bugs with this. Telepathic Instruments has a Discord, and I mentioned a lot of my issues in there, and a handful of other people also did have the same issues as me, but they keep in touch with you, they email you, they are working on fixing those things. So I think one thing you have to take into consideration is that this product still isn't entirely finished yet. Let's talk about how it integrates with Ableton and the Move. With the Move, I'm gonna do a separate video on that, but with Ableton, I will show you right now. And also, this is one bug, which I'm gonna mention in another video. If I have audio recording on this thing, and I also have this USB-C plugged in, it will make a horrible squeaking sound. So I'm gonna just cut and then have this rearranged and plugged in. The bass line, let me just loud. I was able to record a performance and the chord all at the same time. It has the ability to split into 3 MIDI channels so that you can see the performance, the chord progression, and the bass line all at once. So you can split them apart, do whatever you want, chop them up, blah, 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 blah. I forgot to mention, this thing is light. Like it may, I don't know if it looks like it is, but it's very light. So how it feels to play, it feels smooth, it feels nice. The keys don't feel luxurious, but they don't feel cheap. Some people don't like the black on black. I think the black on black looks pretty cool. I'm not sure if I'm a fan of the voicing knob. It doesn't work in Ableton right now or with DAWs, but it does work standalone and it's pretty cool. So if you're recording sounds wise, you can get some really cool movement in your production. The way the options and the menus work, you just click on the knobs and then you just run through them like that. Play wise, I think this is really intuitive. I have quite a few chord synths, and so far, price wise though, crazy, especially with tariffs and everything, this is up there. From my first impression, this is very different from any chord synth I like. For example, my favorite chord synth is the J6, but I wish the J6 had a bit more readable information on the screen on its LED, you know, because it has the chords, but you don't know what key you're in if you don't have the ear for it, whereas this tells you a lot of information. I have it set to where whenever I press a chord, I can see which keys are being played. I can see it's, for example, an F is F, A, C, G sus, D, G, C. And then also if I have a 7th, for example, I can see every key that's being played, and you know, let's say I hit 3 at once, I can still see that. I don't know if you could see that on the cam, but like, this is crazy. And if you hit like a bunch of them together, you get these jazz keys. Hold on. That's pretty cool. So my experience so far is I'm having a lot of fun. I really like this, but it's not at the love level yet. I think we need to fix a few of the bugs for me to get to the love level. I need to write a few more songs with it before I can get to that love level. But right now I really like it. I think that it's really cool. But I'm gonna get into the nitty gritty of it in my next video about 5 things I love and 5 things I hate. So tune in for that. Subscribe, like, share the video, and yeah, tap in again if you want to know more about the Orchid. By the way, I have launched a Discord channel, links in the description. So if you want to join, talk more, we can talk there. I've also created it as a space where you can share your music, get advice, help other people, share your favorite music, talk about manga, anime, whatever you want to talk about in my Discord. I'm trying to like really get this community together now that it's starting to grow. I see you guys, we're starting to grow. I also recently launched a website called piccoloblack.com, so check that out if you want to. And yeah, if you want to support the channel even more, I have a Bandcamp, links in the description. You can subscribe there or you can subscribe here. Whatever you like to do, join the crew, it's up to you. I'll catch you in the next one.